Morning, everybody. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I'm popping in a couple of minutes early because I have to run a couple of minutes early, but here we are. It is coffee talk time on a Friday morning. It is the day after Christmas. It is December the 26th. Rise and shine, and good morning to you. I'm Wesh 2, first warning meteorologist Eric Burris. This is Coffee Talk. We get together every day, just about chat about what's going on in the world of weather. I got to tell you, this morning, it is beautiful outside. There's a live look. If you're watching the live feed, that is. Port Canaveral looking fantastic. Let's head up the shoreline, see what's doing. Take you over to New Smyrna Beach. Check in there. How we doing? Oh, yeah. Look at that. It's so pretty, right? Ponce Inlet Lighthouse looking great. Heading over to downtown Orlando. We'll check in here, see what's doing. It was supposed to be a little foggy. There's a little bit of a haze looking out that direction toward the Orlando International Airport. Keep in mind, this tower cam is many, many miles away, so that would explain it. But we head out west, and there actually is fog showing up. This is Tavares. We've got the sun, but we've also got the fog, yeah? Let me take you to Ocala last stop and just kind of check in and see what's doing there. It is so pretty outside, so foggy out west. Although not here in Ocala. All right, let's check in on our visibility map and just kind of get an idea of where we're starting the day. And visibility's out into Tavares and Lake County, running about a quarter mile from Leesburg to about a mile and a half here in Claremont. Now, you see that Ocala is showing that quarter mile visibility. That's at the Ocala airport. Obviously, we just checked in downtown Ocala, and downtown Ocala is looking pretty great. You know what I mean? It's not a bad one. So clear from like the Metro East, the fog is around in our western areas. Otherwise, it is just wonderful. In terms of temperatures this morning, let's check in and see where we're at here. And we are waking up. It's a comfortably cool day after Christmas, Boxing Day, right? Where you're reboxing all the stuff. 59 degrees in Orlando, 57 outside in Leesburg. It's 55 in the Villages. And a wonderful, comfortably cool 51 in Ocala. So we are looking great. We are feeling great. Forecast for today, just beautiful. We'll start off with the sunshine. We'll climb through the sunshine to the mid 70s by lunchtime, upper 70s by 3 o'clock this afternoon. So it is looking great. Tim says, you said colder a couple of weeks ago for January and you nailed it. Well, there's going to be a little bit of a chill. It's not going to be a huge significant, month-long chill, but take a look at our 7-day forecast because, yeah, there is a change there, okay? First off, upper 70s today, upper 70s tomorrow, right? Not bad. We can handle that. Then notice, looking ahead to Monday into Tuesday, a few sprinkles in the forecast. Wednesday, you got the fireworks. That's New Year's Eve. Thursday, New Year's Day. Yeah, it's cold. Cold couple mornings, frankly. So next week, we're going to take that chill. We're going to keep that in the forecast. Here's a look at those numbers for you, right? Waking up to 41 on New Year's Eve, 42 on New Year's Day, and then Friday, it's looking good. Yeah, so just be ready for a chill. You're going to be just fine. We're all going to be just fine. All right, let's talk a little bit about those temperatures, okay? This is going to be that coldest morning low for us, right? New Year's Eve morning is going to be the coldest morning. 31 in Ocala. 36 in Leesburg. 41 in Orlando, 41 in St. Cloud. Yeah, that's going to be a nice chill. That's going to feel great. Ah, George says, this is the best Florida weather. Cool humidity, a distant. Oh, cool humidity, a distant memory. Okay, punctuation threw me off. Either way, though, that's what's coming next week. But for us this week, obviously, we continue and right into the weekend, stay warm. So for today, for example, obviously we're waking up to the 50s. Daytime highs running in the upper 70s, not just inland, 79 in Orlando, 79 in Sanford. But look over to the coastline, 76 Palm Coast, 79 degrees in Titusville. Then, of course, for tomorrow, we've got the Pop Tarts Bowl at Camping World Stadium, perhaps the greatest of the entire bowl season, right? I mean, where else can you eat your mascot? Am I right? Am I right? 74 degrees for tailgating tomorrow, 79 for the kickoff at 3:30. And because it's, bowl season, we got to look ahead to next week. Texas and Michigan. This is going to be Cam Tran's game, but it's going to be just because she's a Texas fan, very, very, very different forecast at Camping World. We're talking about cooler sunshine, high temperatures rolling into the lower range of the 60s. So, what's going on? Why such a pattern shift? Well, we've got a cold front, and on Monday, that front is going to be sneaking in and ushering in some showers and then clearing out and giving us that big chill. So, let's do this. Let's dial up our Futurecast model and just try to get a little bit of an idea on our weekend forecast. Okay, because while, the rains don't really arrive until Monday, rolling through time, Friday looking good, Saturday, notice right there, Saturday morning. I don't know if you noticed it. I'm going to back it up. Look at Ocala and Wildwood. If you look, there's a very, very subtle color showing up on the map. That's Futurecast's way of saying, "Hey, Bubba, hey, friend, it's going to fog. It's going to fog in again in the western areas." Just a heads up. And then afterward, it clears on out. Now, what's interesting is Futurecast is actually keeping the fog around through 8, 9, 10 a.m. It's keeping the fog around for a good part of tomorrow morning, and then the clouds will start to sneak in. So tomorrow may actually be a pretty foggy start. Here's 8 p.m. Notice if you look just west of Ocala there's actually a little bit of fog already starting, the sea fog already starting by 8, 9 o'clock tomorrow. So tomorrow night, and I'll tell you, I'm actually working, tomorrow night's shows. We have the Orlando Magic on, and they asked me if I could do tomorrow night. It's not that I don't want to work. It's just I don't want to work a night shift. But we're going to make it work anyway. So I'll be with you. Half asleep, but I'll be with you. And probably going to be tracking some fog. Watch it go widespread through Sunday morning. Sunday morning, quite a bit of fog. All right, let's continue on. You don't need to see my ugly mug. Keeping it foggy through about 11 a.m., it looks like, on Sunday morning, and then we've got some clouds. It's not a bad one, but look, 9 p.m. already along the Gulf Coast, bringing in some more fog. And then that's as far out as Futurecast goes. So Futurecast is not going to be able to give us an idea of the rain that's going to be coming in on Monday yet, but it's absolutely showing that fog. Yeah, let's ask the morning guy to do the night show. I know. Well, Manolfi couldn't do it. I know. I know. All right, so I need to change this. I got to remember how to do this. These numbers, hold on a second. Give me a second. So we used to show fog in tenths of a mile. Now we show them in fractions, and I have to remember how the heck to change that. Stand by a second. It is numeric text string. Got it. Okay, so I need to change these to numeric text strings. Stand by, people, and then we're going to look at Futurecast in fog mode. Numeric text string. Where is that? Of course. No. No. Do I have to do it one at a time? If I have to do it one at a time, I'm not doing it. Yep, I have to do it one at a time. All right, I'm not going to do that right now. Anyway, we can look at it in tenths of a mile. The boss didn't like it tenths of a mile, and it makes sense that she doesn't, but I'm not going to change it right now. So we're going to look at it in tenths of a mile for now, and then I'll go back and fix it eventually. Okay, all right, fog. This is just kind of overshowing that fog, and it puts in, more detail to it. Yeah, look at that. Saturday morning, we're going to be pretty foggy, right? And the fog wants to stay. Look at that, through about 10 a.m. tomorrow. probably going to have the fog to deal with. And then as it lifts, we look better. Again, as I was mentioning, by tomorrow's 11 p.m. newscasts, when we see each other on West 2 News at 11, there's going to be a little bit of fog. And then it continues through Sunday morning. Look at that. Sunday morning. Yeah. What do they say? VFR not recommended? Is that the way that goes? I think that's the way that goes. Did you see my weather here in New York? Debbie's asking. I did. I don't like it. Prefer to just not even think about it. All right, then that clears on out. Look at that. Ugh. Eesh. Yeah, it's gonna be a foggy Sunday morning. So anyway, you get the idea. There's gonna be some fog to be around. It's like frosting on the cupcake coming in. Yeah, it's just kind of eroding on in. So anyway, just something to keep in mind. Making your weekend plans. There's gonna be a little bit of fog to deal with. Now, that said, let's move on and go back to the chill, okay? Because like a good ADD brain, we're waking up to temperatures in the 30s and 40s, but that's only one piece of that puzzle, okay? That's going to be on New Year's Eve morning. Okay, what I want to do is I want to instead switch over to the feels like temperatures. All right, so let's just roll through here. Wait. Stop it. Tuesday, Wednesday. All right. Come on, you putz. You're going too fast for me. I'm not fast enough. I want Wednesday morning. There it is. All right. Feels like temperatures Wednesday morning. So now that we're getting clearer data, we know that the air temperatures are going to be cold, but the winds are going to be gusty. What's going on with this focus? There. Hi. I'm sitting right here. The winds are going to be gusty, and because of that, we are really ramping in the wind chills, especially in our northwestern areas. Ocala, 28 degrees is how it will feel to wake up. I'll be with you on sunrise on Wednesday morning. I got to fix this focus. Why are you auto-focusing here right now? Autofocus off. Okay. It was focusing and that was driving me crazy. That's probably as good as it's going to be. All right, perfect. Why autofocus was on, I don't know. All right. Anyway, so yes, temperatures are going to be cold. Winds are going to be gusty. The good news is this is less of a frost concern, but it is more of a just a wind chill concern. Okay? Just keep that in mind. We're going to need to bundle up. I'll be with you on West 2 News Sunrise. We're going to get through this. It'll be just fine. But it's going to be cold, right? Yeah, 28 in Ocala. That feels like temperature's gross. Even the 39 in Orlando is gross. So that's the feels like temperatures. Here's the actual temperatures. So a couple of degrees colder. Now, Jeannie Rowan says, cover the plants. I would say, especially in our northern areas, it's going to be very, very cold. However, with the winds gusting the way that they will, we shouldn't see significant frost. What we should see, though, is going to be those colder feels like temperatures. Right? Now, the next morning, probably, going into New Year's Day morning, that's probably when we're going to be working with a significant frost laying out because winds are going to be getting calmer. That's when everybody's going to be sending out their stuff. Nicole says soup time. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's definitely a thing. Yes, can confirm. So anyway, that's where we're at, okay? Questions, comments, concerns. As I said, I'm going to wrap up my little spiel. Now we can talk. because I've got a badging appointment over at the airport. My badge is up at the end of the year, and I need to be able to get to the airplane. So here we are. So, all right, questions, comments, concerns. Frank talking about all those pineapples. Well, they'll heat them up somehow. Yeah. Julie, good morning to you. Holly, good morning. Everybody good? How we doing? Jeannie Rowan says, oh, yes, soup season. I'm thinking matzo ball soup's going to have to get made here pretty soon. Victoria, Facebook, good morning to you. How are you? Oh, geez. Taylor, I'm sorry to hear that. Oof. Ugh. Shouldn't doesn't make it so. Shouldn't doesn't make it so. Make it so. Badges, we don't need no stink. Well, Oliver, they'll arrest you for that. Yeah. All right. Questions, comments, concerns, anything? Are we good? Listen, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. I need to get some new soup recipes too. I've got matzo ball. I've got tomato bisque. I've got like a black bean, but I'm not a bean guy. I've got a good recipe for it, but I need to think of some other soup recipe. I need to. Oliver got to catch me first. Famous last words, right? Yeah. All right. I think that's all we got. Yeah. All right. All right. So tomorrow we'll do the coffee talk thing. And then we might do an evening coffee talk deal. I don't know. I'm working the night shift. I'm going to be tired. I might need y'all to help wake me up. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Yeah. All right. All right. Listen, be the sunshine in someone else's day. Thank